What's up, Champions fam? It's the bad guy and WWE Champion Zeke 4-0 back with a brand new video, and we're here to knock out the good bad guy tour. Now, look, we got real crazy lucky in the previous video, and it seems that a lot of people are getting blessed by the RNG gods. The scope gods are looking out for people tenfold this go around because a lot of people, including yours truly, have been able to recruit modern era trickster, the new bloodline, Tama Tonga. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I love the aesthetic of this guy. He is one of the guys that I personally believe they have knocked his look out of the park. He looks exactly the way he needs to. The way he moves, his aesthetic is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely insane. And I'm grateful that I got him. I'm a huge fan for tricksters. So when I did my 47 pull, and I started off with the 7, it was a little lackluster. It was like, okay, it is what it is. But when I got blessed with the pulls that I was blessed with pertaining to the 40 and picking up the Great Khali as well as Tama Tonga, I was truly grateful for that. It was a thing where, for me, for my pulls, you see, it was just, it's as realistic as it's going to get. My whole thing is I'm literally only pulling so I could get further ahead in this weekend showdown contest so I can be able to accrue more shards of Jacob Fatu. Because aside from his debut loot, this is the best opportunity within the entire MLC for the Bloodline Takeover. This is the best opportunity to go ahead and pick him up full throttle, full tilt. So, I was just grateful when that worked out for me. I was just like, well, I didn't expect it. The OTC situation with Roman is highly, highly intriguing. You do have an opportunity for these loopholes to go ahead and recruit him at 6-star silver, S+ tier modern era champion, right? That's always a good look. But at the end of the day, too, another thing to really look at and think about is that yeah, you either going to pull him or you can spend basically $525 every single week US to guarantee him at 5-star bronze. And that's a tall order, y'all. Doesn't matter how you try to paint it, that's a lot of dough. That is a lot of dough to be flying around just for one character. So that is definitely something to think about, you know what I mean? And I always want people to be responsible when it comes to this game. I always want people to have fun. And at the end of the day, like a couple guys have spoken, some things, I mean, when you look at the amount, look at the amount that's spent over some pixels, it ain't worth it. I acknowledge you, Tribal Chief. I acknowledge you, Roman Reigns, but I'm not going to go that wild in, because the sad part is, even if you spend all that disposable income, right? Even if you do that, the harsh and sad reality of it is that you could spend all that on the loot, and sad to say, you don't recruit him. And that's just a part of the game. I still dread the days of the original Hall of Fame loots where Gerson literally would spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars just to pick up 5 shards. 5 shards. Maybe 2 shards. Maybe 10 shards. And this is when you know that you needed thousands of shards to recruit somebody. So, we've come a long way. We have. But, I mean, that's a lot. And there's going to be somebody who's going to commit to it. When I initially saw it, I was thinking like, okay, how much is this going to cost? It could easily be similar to how things went with Naomi, right? Spend $300, you got Naomi guaranteed at 4-star gold. So then I'm sitting there like, well, maybe they just up it a little bit. Maybe it's 400, you know what I mean? And they give you an opportunity to go and get the packs every single week, and you got a chance to do it. This was just a whole other thing with the portal situation. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, I can't knock it. Someone's going to get blessed. Someone's going to get him. I know that there are a lot of people out there that genuinely love Roman Reigns. And so that being said, that means that's a lot of people out there that are going to be willing to commit to that type of grind. And I'm sorry that I'm taking longer than I usually do, because this is one of those things. This is the opportunity to speak on it and then just leave it where it is. Sad to say, though, I mean, the harsh reality of it is that, I mean, that's a steep level. That is steep. for a character like him. S plus tier and all, he is goated. In my opinion, he's definitely going to be one of the greatest characters to ever come into the game. 500 million damage easy. Cerzoro even hit above 1 billion. So boss battle anybody, it's an easy clap. You bring Roman to a boss battle, it's over. And initially, I thought Jacob Fatu was going to be the boss battle character, but it's looking like it very well could be Roman Reigns. So look, 500 million on a low level to over 1 billion. Seeing the 500 mil hit with David Boy, and then seeing the over 1 billion hit with Cerzoro. This guy isn't, look, even with the plates and stuff that were on him, it was nothing too crazy. So for him to be hitting like that, he's now up there with powerhouse Kevin Owens. He's up there with William Regal with the Piper plate. This dude is a problem. He's not going to age out of the game. This OTC is a problem. And you combine the fact that he does have a build with multiple eye gems. You combine the fact that he is a part of the moment alongside the new bloodline. And take into consideration, there could be a Ula Fale skill plate that buffs him. There could very well also be gear that plays a role in how we utilize this guy. So there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of range for this guy moving forward. So we got to see how this all plays out. But I still believe $525 every week just to guarantee you shards of him to recruit him at 5-star bronze. Nah. Unless you're doing this for content, unless you're, filing this on your taxes, like as a write-off or something, I would just collect your shards, do what you can, and call it a day. I went ahead and got the pack off the portal that gave me the guaranteed shards of Jacob Fatu, and I called it a day. I still have the 2 packs available for the 20, 40 total. I could easily go ahead and go back and do those because at the end of the day, my objective is simple. I just want to recruit Jacob Fatu. That is where I'm at with it. I am willing to save up all my star fragments. I am willing to save up everything so I can know that at the end of the day, I walk away with him. Where are we at with this? I'm at 7 minutes, so I'm going to have to speed through and burrow through everything else. But nonetheless, Jacob Fatu is a monster. The storyline that we're seeing now, the storylines that we're getting from SmackDown and moving forward are definitely going to be turning heads. And I'm liking how things are going. It's crazy that SmackDown's now going off of Fox and headed back over to USA. I think it might have been there. It might not have been. I know that SmackDown, I believe, if I recall correctly, it used to be on Sci-Fi. It very well might have been on USA for a little bit, but it's looking like NXT is going to head over to CW. So that's going to be our regular scheduled programming there. Then we're going to have Raw on Netflix. So it's going to be getting like some rated R stuff. I can see them pulling that with that easily. And it works out because WWE gets on and popping. Then Netflix is getting more heads and eyes on the product. So it's a win there. And then, of course, USA, if I recall correctly, I think Raw was on USA for a while. It was on TNT, I believe. That's a good look. It's a good look that's going to work out for everybody involved. So we'll see how everything goes. But Raw on Netflix, SmackDown on USA, and NXT on CW, you're always going to have some wrestling one way or the other, whether you're paying for it or you are just going ahead and just spending, just taking the time to watch it on regular TV programming. And it's going to vary, but you know what? Everyone wins, and there's no such thing as too much wrestling in my eyes. So that is that. Now we are going to knock out another challenge mode, and then after I'm going to take care of this off screen, I will knock out my Tamatonga Showdown. So we are going to knock those out and get that out of the way. But for right now, we are going to hop in here, and we are going to get our 2K Tamatonga shards. He is an option to do for the Hell mode. He is a great character. And I honestly do believe I should have everything to take him up to 6-star bronze if I wanted to. I took care of normal and hard mode already. He has an incredible ability that's definitely going to benefit his brother Tongaloa. There's a lot of synergy within these characters, so I can't even argue with that. It's a great look, and he's, like I said, just look at the card art. This was the guy who was his card art was to be decided, but his whole aesthetic just looks great. We were able to get a 40% gem damage trap, and with what we're doing, it's absolutely amazing. He doesn't need nothing too crazy right now. We literally got him set up with Kevin Owens, Loa, with the bleed, 30%. I'm definitely going to work up Loa because that bleed is just monstrous. But we got purple move damage, purple finisher damage. We got everything right now. We got Captain Lou for the purple finisher. We got Hall of Fame Trish for the purple move damage. We got both Loa and Owens for purple move damage and purple MP, while Loa's purple MP and bleed move damage. So that is what we're running right here, and thankfully we don't need that much. So we're just it's gonna be a cakewalk with this build. Like, I don't even have to try. Plus with the plus 99, it's gonna be great, and we got his victory tour that we can also take care of, and that is not going to be a problem. He is just going to be decimating people within this MLC, and to walk away with them this early on was definitely something that took me by surprise. There's so many skill plays we could use. His vest is absolutely insane. His skill plate is absolutely monstrous. Definitely a great pickup if you're able to get that far ahead when it comes to everything. And he's able to cycle like a monster. Rosie's plate definitely could work on him for sure. And if I can't remember if his plate, I think his plate's an ultimate plate. So combine Rosie's skill plate with his vest, he's a problem, man. He is good. And again, I like it. Not gonna lie though, with his victory animation though, it does kind of look like, I'm not saying now this is a stretch, bear with me. If you look at him from a glance, he does kind of look like Bo Dallas. So I've seen some people, and people are chattering, they're thinking, hey, maybe Bo and the Wyatt 6 will be for October. I could very well see it. I could see it. I could definitely see it. The only downside about it is that to me personally, I believe the Wyatt 6 should be be an MLC to themselves. I think that they do fit the bill for October. So I do get that too, but I'm also from a standpoint of, hey, zombies have always been October. I believe they'll keep it that way. But I could be wrong. Things are always subject to change, you know what I mean? So we will see what happens, and we'll just keep it moving. So we are going to try to see how far we can get with our boy The Rock here. We're going to beef up that yellow damage. He no longer has a strap on him. I think I put it on some. Yeah, I did, because I was using it on him, and then I put it on, I believe, Tech Rock, because they have at one point in time everybody was able to get a rock strap, and it basically, it could vary on what the abilities and stuff were going to be, and I opted to go ahead and just put it on this rock, Mem Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. But then I got Domination Rock, and then I opted to be like, hey, let's go ahead and just take care of business and swing this over. So Rock could work. He could, but I don't think he's going to make it. I actually don't think he's going to make it to where I would like to get him to. And that's the unfortunate part, because this is for tricksters. You got to use a trickster. And the only way you're really going to get through any of this is by using someone from the bloodline, obviously, to get your contest rewards. So we will see. We will see. Now, I am intrigued here because there are a couple people. I'm actually, like, for kicks and giggles, I want to see if this works or not. And if it does, then you shut up and shoot me. I didn't expect it to work, but we'll have some fun here. Let's see what the guy can do against someone higher than him. We will see. So, new bloodline facing the old bloodline. Let's see how this goes. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is like a Hail Mary pass right now, y'all. I am not expecting this to go good at all. I am not. I just want to see if he could do it. Rock is a great character, but you need a lot of bells and whistles for him in order for him to run efficiently. All right. We will see how this goes. We will put some trap gems down too, because then that loads stuff up. There are a couple ways to go about things too. And I'm probably playing him bad, so it's all good. If someone hits me up and it's like, you didn't run him right. You didn't hit the right thing. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to see something. Let me see something. Let's see what goes down. So, all right. Boom. He hit pretty good. The bleed is decent. And this is him at 5-star silver, y'all. This is him at 5-star silver. And this is one of those problems that ends up becoming a problem to me. Because I could literally take this guy. I don't really touch my tricksters like that. So, I mean, especially since Ozzy was the last trickster that I had. He was the last one. And I know I could have done a wild card. I could have done like a 4-row break, a 3-match. Just let me play around with it. But I should... Oh, no. I should have enough where I'm able to take him up to 6-star bronze. I should have enough. All right. So we got that. We could get hit hard, and because we have to remember, we are at 5-star silver with 1,000,000 health. So we do not know how this could go. And could office right here. So longevity-wise, the best option would definitely be Rock. That's the best way to put it. So, yeah, he ain't gonna make nothing out of that. Even if he stole health, he ain't doing nothing crazy with that. All right. Yeah, he ain't making it. Oh wow! Somehow he actually made it. That's insane. That is insane. He'll get some health back, but it ain't going to keep him in the fight like that. And that already answers our question. If that's what's going down right here, then we already know what's going to happen if he goes up against The Rock. But wow, look at that health bounce back though. That's cool. That is cool. And there are other ways to run him. But my whole thing is talent up's coming up. Do I really want to pump so much into him before the talent up? No. And now that I'm thinking about it, and now it's making sense. I really thought that Jacob Fatu was going to be the boss battle character, but now that we have the OTC in here, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And we don't do props. You know how we do. I'm always against props, so I don't want to do that at all in the slightest. I just want to I'm literally, since this is the last part of the video, I just want to have fun. I want to see how far he can go. This has me intrigued, but we already know it's going to end sooner rather than later because Rock's got that submission. That submission is already there. So let's see. We got that. And we could put these here if we wanted to. And let's just see what connects first. So 6. So we got 5 down. So everything technically should hit. Okay. And then we can make some more, but just be realistic of where we put them at. Okay, we'll put one there. I want to match stuff, but I also want to be realistic of what he would go for. And I also don't want nothing too crazy happening. So, got that. And then we will hit this. We don't use props. We don't use props. So, if he doesn't make it, he just doesn't make it. That's just what it boiled. That's what it's going to boil down to. Took a hit, but the submission's probably going to take us down. And that's okay. Because we still have the Mem Rock. I'm confident Mem Rock could get through a lot of things just because of how his build is. So we got that right there. Boom. And we'll take that away from him. And I definitely want to keep... Oh. Dang, that hurt a lot. And obviously, even if I get my health back, he's going to take us out with the finisher. So, it is what it is. But, I like Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga is chill. And I know I've seen the other ones. Well, the move damage buff, that doesn't kick in until 6-star bronze, which we do not have him at. But, if we had used the prop, we would have been able to take this guy down. There's no doubt about it. Seeing how he hit for that much, it is what it is. I'm keeping track of the time. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to finish this up. So, boom. We're going to go ahead and put Rock back in here to go up against himself. And what would I run? Because this is a good to match stuff up. The purple, and then it gets loaded and keeps it going. We could use that to get everything going too. I'm going to go ahead and put this one back in. I want to put that back in. Gem damage. We didn't even... Oh, no. We didn't even have you in there, man. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Because we had it on Tribal Chief. Okay. We have that. And then, of course, you could do the purple. Purple is a good look. To destroy more. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens here. Mem Rock's never let me down before. So, we'll see how it goes. The plus side about Mem Rock always is going to be, well, one of the plus sides is the guy, even with the submission, he's going to get something off. So that is one of the key things about Mem Rock. He is able to get things going even if, like, you put him in a submission. So it's not the end of the world. It's tedious with him. It's definitely tedious. He's a guy that's a monster. He's good with the flat gem damage, percentile damage, but it's also a thing where he needs a strap. There's some people they don't need a strap and they can get the ball moving, and then there's other ones it's like, yeah, he needs a strap. We're not even going to entertain the idea of him not being able to do it. So we will go ahead. There goes our chance for that purple match. Well, we could keep it, but they're not going to let us. Oh, they might actually. Okay. So, and then there we go. So, hopefully it lands on the blue and the purple. And it did not do that at all. So, we got one gem match. Boom. Let them fall. Now, that's loaded up. And we can spam more. And, of course, we're back in a submission. Final boss Rock is... Oh, man. As much as I love him, he is annoying. He is very annoying. So we are going to go ahead, boom, boom. Yes, we got out of it. All right, and now we can pick things, and we got some purples if we can get everything loaded up. Because the red. Okay, so trap gems to destroy. We got some purples there. And then we got some reds too. So we will also take that yellow. All right. All right. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. So that's loaded up. It's tedious. It is very tedious. And that's got me debating on how I want to pursue the final one. And that is over. quenching my thirst on this, shaking my head. And this is why Memrock got left behind. We're not going to do that. So there's only one person that I can think of, and he isn't even a part of the bloodline that'll be able to resolve this problem for us, so we can get at least our milestone points. And that is, of course, you know what? We got a couple good picks here. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to run this guy. Does he still have everybody that he needs? Yes, he does. And you know what? I'm not going to do all that. Nah. But Austin Theory is a cool guy. He might not get us the bonus resources here, but he is going to finish this up and wrap this thing up in a bow, because that bleed damage is phenomenal for him, and it's able to stack, and we can get into some shenanigans. I do have the Corporate Princess skill plate, which literally I only know about it because of how much gameplay Sir Zoro used to use for it, and that was the only reason why I went and pursued this. I literally pursued the Corporate Princess plate because Sir Zoro did gameplay on Austin Theory, and because he did gameplay on Austin Theory, I became familiarized with what it does, and thankfully I was able to get it off of a prize wall. So Austin Theory, even if I don't use him like that, I basically got all the things I need for him aside from Apollo Creed. And now looking at it, I mean, I gotta see, because maybe with the situation, keyword maybe with the situation with the UCC, maybe they're going to have a scenario where they allow us to get zombies off of the UCC, and maybe with that we could see a situation where we also see maybe collab characters pull up. I mean, I know the drip plate and stuff isn't coming back. Let's just keep it a buck. There, that was too broken, but I mean, I'm optimistic. One can hope, right? So we do that. And that should drop down and allow us to, we're fully loaded again. So that's great. That is great. So as you can see with that Corporate Princess situation, it would load us up again. We would be we be rolling. We be rolling, like steamrolling everything. So we're just going to do this right here and make a break on the side. Boom. Put some more down. All right. I would love for this to just load me up and don't break nothing. Boom. We got the bleed in again. Every time I want this video to be short, sweet, and brief, that doesn't happen. But we will see how this goes. So, not that much, but the bleed is over. So, yeah, Austin Theory is still a problem. Obviously, we're seeing move damage come back with the new bloodline. There's a possibility, there is a chance that bleed damage will come back sometime. And honestly, it would make sense for them to be with the wide 6. I think that would be great. That would make sense to me. That'd be a cool move right there. So now we go up against Roman Reigns. Roman. So we're going to go ahead and do this and knock this out. And just roll into it. The bleed damage is enough that if we get it off right, we'll be able to do what we got to. So, your daddy isn't here. So what are you going to do now? So we're going to boom. I am really grateful I did not say this was going to be short, sweet, and brief. I did hope that this was going to move by quick. I literally had faith. I had real faith in Austin Theory getting not Austin Theory, but Memrock getting us through this. And sadly, that didn't happen. That hurt my feelings a little bit, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man, for old time's sake, he's gonna get me through it. And that did not happen at all. So I mean, you know what? It is what it is. And we stack the bleed. And then we do a choose purple. Alright. Alright. And then we're loaded. Just depends on how he goes about things. He could have enough. He could have enough to do his submission. Depends on how everything falls. It fell on our side. So, alright. He doesn't have the build where he can still health, so that's a plus. That works in our benefit. And thankfully, Austin Theory's bleed stacks. So that's also a good look for us, for sure. So we can do a 4-row break here. And that's going to get us loaded up. Put one right there just in case. Don't want to overdo it because we can load. He does have the sub. I don't want to take away my trap gem, so we will not do that. Not today. Alright. And that was a good, nice little hit. And of course, he's going to go for that. So, it's looming. Oh, he's going for the super sub. Okay. 9 turns, really? Really, Roman? The sad part about his sub is the sub might be long, but it doesn't hit for nothing. And as long as everything keeps going the way it goes, as long as I have something left on the board, I will be able to pick up where I left off. So we will drop that down here. I'll put that there. Purple, yellow, and what do you know? We will go ahead and do this right here, and that'll load us up once we get out of it. So, boom. No! He really did that to us. Okay. Now, with this, we should be able to take care of everything. So, we'll load up. Get that purple right there. Put some trap gems down. And shoot for the stars. It should hit good. And it did. So, hey yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, my beloved champions fam. Like the videos, share the video, but most importantly of all, if you haven't done so already, do yourselves a favor by making sure to drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button, as well as hit a razor's edge on the bell icon to receive all future notifications from yours truly, the one and only bad guy of WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. And with that, we were able to take care of what we could with all of these tours available. So, I mean, 100 medallions, it's not the end of the world. It was fun to run Tama Tonga and see what he could do against somebody, even when he's only at 5-star silver. Absolutely great character. Happy to get him on the first week. And I'm happy to also hear from people that people have been able to pull him left and right. So that is a blessing. Hopefully the same can be said next week when Jacob Fatu shows up. And also kudos to those if you weren't able to get Tama Tonga or OTC Roman Reigns. Hopefully you were able to get Tonga Loa in his gear, the 400%, if I recall. It should be 400% purple gem damage. His pyro gems, his everything. these guys are nasty. They are heavy hitters, but the only person I got my eyes on is literally Jacob Fatu. But to be able to pick up the A tier so early, it's truly been a blessing in disguise. So I hope y'all are having an amazing time with this content. Let's chop it up in the comments below. Good pulling throughout this weekend. Hopefully everything works out for you and yours, and may you and your faction dominate, because at the end of the day, no matter what, you are a champion. Take care. Sorry for the long video. Tried my best. Things happen. I'm out. Peace.